Howdy guys and gals. Today's video is a little bit on the impromptu side. I'm actually just wearing boxer shorts out here doing some reloading, and I just wanted to talk about some of the projects that we have coming up and to thank all of you, the viewers, the patrons, all the folks that have been involved. Thanks a lot for kind of backing this up, because it has been a lot of fun, and I have some really big plans for the future, which I'm going to talk about, at least some of them, here in this video. So yeah, the ammo that I'm reloading today, this is some ammo for the CMMG Mark III DTR2, which I just happened to bring right here for show and tell. You might have seen little snippets of this already in some of the other videos. I have already shot moving targets with this with some of my friends. We have gone out and we've shot at 1,000 yards out in a field, and actually we just got back yesterday from shooting this rifle at 1,760 yards, also known as a mile. This rifle is totally up to the task, and a lot of that comes down to the ammo that I'm reloading right here. This uses those 140 grain Hornady BTHP match bullets that I showed off in the Stealth, and how we got way down into the single digit standard deviation velocity numbers, and we had some actually really good velocities and really tight groups. Out of the CMMG, we are getting 0.45 MOA, at least, you know, with a 3-shot group through this rifle. And again, we're down in those single digits as far as the standard deviation of velocity goes. And that is in large part due to this powder right here, Reloader 16. I highly recommend it. If you shoot 6.5 Creedmoor, if you shoot 243 Winchester or anything like that, you really got to look up the burn rate on this, see if it works for a cartridge for you, because it's not just a really good powder. As far as I can tell, the sun rises and sets on this stuff. It is freaking amazing. I used to love Varget. I mean, I still do. Varget is spectacular, but I think this is going to take over in a lot of the stuff that I was shooting before with Varget, just because of how consistent it is. I've never really encountered anything quite like it. So yeah, that ammunition is totally up to the task of hitting targets at a mile. Just look at that right there. Isn't that beautiful? I have figured out some ELD match loads for this thing as well. And I wasn't completely blown away by the performance there, so I've stuck with these BTHP. But we're going to be testing out some other ammunition, like this right here. These are the new Speer Gold Dot rifle bullets. You're familiar with the gold dots in pistol rounds, but you probably have not seen the rifle bullets yet. They are brand new, and they don't really have much data out there on the website. Now, thankfully, Speer has already put a lot of data into their new manual, and we're going to be talking about this when we get into the reloading process and showing how these perform out at range and hopefully against animals, because well, yeah, I won't get too far ahead of myself here, but yeah, we're going to take a look at the data that's in this, which seems to be really solid. It's going through all their old bullets, you know, some of the legacy hunting bullets. It gets into their pistol bullets, which you are familiar with, and you know, their varmint bullets and things like that. And then it also includes these brand new bullets right here. So we're going to see how those function. I'm really looking forward to these. These are designed for defense, for tactical style stuff. It's made to make a mess. This is about terminal performance, even though the ballistic coefficients are very high, so it should have really good exterior ballistics too. And we're going to find out all of that, because with access to that field, some of the other things that we're going to be getting into, it's not just long-range shooting, and we can actually get out to 2,600 yards. Thank you, Kedrick, for hooking us all up with this. It's just a phenomenal opportunity. But we're going to be doing some long-range stuff, and then we also have some problem animals in the area. We're going to have, we've already seen prints for coyotes and hogs, so we're going to try to do some hunting out there. And not just, you know, some of the dusk hunting. We actually did see a hog last night when we were out shooting a mile. But we're going to be doing some night hunting. We got some folks that want to hook us up with some thermals and some night vision gear for us to test out and, you know, just kind of prove out in a functional situation, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that performs as well. Some of the other stuff that we have in the future. Oh, and by the way, I should mention that the RCBS Chargemaster Lite, which I reviewed a few months ago, yeah, it works every bit as good as I said. I've really been a big fan of it. You can just kind of see it working here in the background, kicking out my loads. It very rarely throws an overcharge, maybe once every 100 rounds or so, maybe twice. It's very rare that it gives me an overcharge, at least with an extruded powder like this. And look, it's pretty fast. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at some of the stuff that we have reviewed in the past and doing kind of a longer term kind of follow-up review on some of it, but we're going to be getting into all kinds of new stuff. The big deal is going to be, of course, the Savage 12FV project rifle. I think we're going to get a lot of folks watching this because, well, frankly, I'm super interested too. I can't wait to see what we can do with this. I've loved my old 12FV, and this new one in 6.5 Creedmoor. There, I gave it away. I gave away the farm. It's in 6.5 Creedmoor. It is going to be, I think, just a stellar rifle, and we already have all the parts that we're going to need to swap this out and turn it into a prone masterpiece. And we're going to try several different variations of this, including different scopes that we're going to try out. Some of you have been asking, okay, a lot of you have been asking for me to take a look at the SWFA scopes. So here you go. We're actually going to be taking a look at two. Thank you, SWFA, for sending these out. I asked those guys if they would want me to take a look, and apparently they did. So yeah, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Another multi-part series where we accurize this and turn it into a beast. With some of the other stuff, I mean, really, that's a lot. We're going to be hunting. We do have the survival rifles, the 22 survival rifle challenge that we're going to be doing a little later. Oh, we're going to be doing speed shooting with this. So yeah, it's going to be a wild, wild year. And I want to thank the people that have made this possible, not just, you know, the vendors that have been able to connect me with some of the products that I can test out. But, and yeah, thank you to you guys, Nikon and Bushnell and Weaver and, you know, just... gosh, Savage, all kinds of good folks that have gotten some really excellent equipment. It really is a great time to be a shooter just because there is so much good stuff out there right now. You know, whether I buy it off the shelf, whether somebody else hooks me up with it, I mean, really, there's a lot of good stuff out there. So yeah, I just want to thank some of the other folks that have made this possible. We have the patrons of the Destructive Arts out on Patreon. So let's go through these guys. We have at the 300 Win Mag level, we have Peter. Thanks a lot. We have under the $10 level, we have Greg, and we have YouTube Nate. Thanks a bunch, you guys. Under $5, we have Paul, Denver, and David. And Denver, thanks a lot for coming out and shooting. We have some more stuff ready for you. You know, we've gone out and we've tested that field, and we want to get your 308 out there and see how that performs. Yeah, under $2, we have Steven, Brad, Randy, Josh, Howard, Dennis, Jonathan, Steve, Sunshine Shooter. He's been a long-time friend. Michael, Shannon. He's been with us a long time too. Under the $1 level, we have Loads, Joe. Oh, that's Loads of Bacon. There we go. Loads of Bacon. He got on board. Good to see you, man. And yes, I will take a look at your email about the Reloaders Network. I gotta check that out. Joe, Connor, Craig, Michael, Eric, Chris, Scott, David, Edwin, Guido, Mark, Russ, and Paul. Oh, and G Culpable. And Michael. Oh yeah, Michael's been with us a long time. Hey, how you doing, man? And then we have a few that don't want any reward, but I'll just give a shout. You know, I'm sure you don't want your name listed or anything, but I'll just say hi. Thanks a bunch, guys. Really, it is the you know, a lot of the patron dollars and, you know, some of the advertising revenue, whatever YouTube decides to trickle out to us that makes this possible. Just, you know, the reloading gear that we have, some of the extras that you just don't think about, things like bullets. These are definitely not cheap, and being able to go out there and really test the crap out of these things, yeah, it does cost some money. So thanks a lot, you guys, for making this happen. If you have any questions about projects coming up in the future, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for things that you'd like to see, maybe with a particular rifle that I've talked about or we've shown, yeah, get back to me, let me know what's up. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys around. This is going to be an exciting year.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Even if you didn't like this particular content, go ahead and subscribe. There's probably something coming that's more up your alley. Check out this playlist right here. This is going to have videos in a similar vein to what you just watched. These two videos we cherry-picked for you. And finally, The Social Regressive is on Patreon. So you can become a patron of the Destructive Arts and earn some goodies while helping us to provide high-quality videos just by kicking us a few bucks a month. Thanks so much for your patronage.